Good evening, class. My name is Romeo Olivas, and today I'm going to be talking about why education should be free within all levels, including college. The main problem is education is most of the time not free. For example, a public and private school, there's a huge difference. And another example is college. We need to pay for college. For example, credits, units, a degree. It just keeps going on and on. The topic is important to the audience because many students, for example myself, who come from families that struggle financially, it's just extremely tough. Education should be free because certain students come from families that are financially challenged, and it will benefit many students if the education level was the same, and it help society tremendously. And last but not least, it will many students will perform better if they never will worry about money. First point is the problem. The problem is that many students struggle financially. According to Louise Natasha, in her article Free Education explains why many college students are in huge debt. Again, according to Louise Natasha, in her article Free Education explains how students take out huge loans and have no clue of how to pay them back. For example, my cousin, he has a huge loan and he went to UC Santa Barbara. He has no way to how to pay it back, and he hasn't even started working yet. It's just a huge, tremendous problem about taking loans. Again, according to Louise Natasha, an article Free Education explains how not every student receives the same amount of education as other. Again, going back to my introduction, public and private school. The public school, many teachers, not saying they don't care, but some of them don't care, and that is a huge problem in the public school industry. And for example, the private schools, you pay money, there's gonna be better teachers. My second point, impact. The impact of education of not being free is tremendous because many college students who go broke and can't repay their dues. There are also there are also parents that want to put their children in the best schools possible, but it's just extremely expensive. For example, myself, I went to Cal. It just was extremely expensive. Not every parent can afford it. It's expensive. Again, it's just extremely expensive. Impact number one, expenses. This is an impact because many students are in debt. According to Free Education, Pro and Contra published on May 15, 2014 states that the average of a college student loan or the college student debt is $33,441. That's an horrible debt to be in after college. Impact number two is helping society. This is an impact to society because not if everyone would get the same amount of education level, the society would tremendously boost up, according to the effectiveness of free education, or again on scholarships, published on December 1st, states that every student had an opportunity. If every student had an opportunity to go to school and have the same level of education as others in the U.S., society will increase in knowledge. I totally 110% agree with that statement. Third point, the solution. A solution I believe that will solve education is to simply set every school education level free with no cost at all. Example, public school, it's free, but we don't get the same attention. For example, I went to Shore High School. Some teachers didn't care. I'm not saying they didn't care, but the effort wasn't there. For example, I went to Canwell. Private school teachers, they put a little more effort, and I believe every student should get the exact same attention as many other students. Third point, a solution I believe will solve school education is to simply set every school education level free, completely free, with no cost at all. What the audience needs to know is to protest and let the government know, the California government, the whole U.S. government know that education should be completely free. According to the effectiveness of free education, or again on scholarships, published on December 1st, explains why education level should be completely free to students. Being a high school student or a college student is extremely stressful when it comes down to worrying about money and seeing your parents struggle financially. Again, for example, myself, I was a single mother. I was struggling to see my mother struggle paying the bills for high school, struggling. According to the effectiveness of free education, or again on scholarships, published on December 1st, also states that every college student had the opportunity to attend more advanced school with no fees to attend. More students will be successful, and that is a huge statement that I 110% agree with. My conclusion, again, today I talked about the problems of, apologize for the noise. Today I talked about the problems and solutions why every school education should be completely free in the US at no cost at all. Thank you very much and have a great day and be safe.